If you had only 1,000 naira left and a bus to catch,
CMS! CMS! Last seat!
would you stop for a child crying at a school gate? In Lagos, small choices can change big destinies. Morning rain sits in shallow puddles outside Surulere Community Primary School. Damfo horns argue in the distance. The smell of akara oil floats from a roadside pan. At the blue iron gate, Baba Musa raises a palm. His voice is tired but firm.
No receipt, no entry.
Toby freezes. 9 years old, neat uniform, tape holding his exercise book together. He swallows hard and stares at his worn sandals. Classmates squeeze past, eyes curious, pretending not to look. Madame Ronke steps out with a ledger pressed to her chest. Her heels find the one dry tile on the porch. We announced it yesterday. Fees must clear today. If you cannot pay, don't block those who came to learn. Toby's mouth trembles. Auntie, please, mommy will come. Auntie Kemi hovers behind, torn. Madam, let him sit in class while we sort it. Rain is still falling. No sentiment, Ronke replies, not unkind, but unbending. We must maintain standards. Across the road, Amara stands under a small umbrella, tote bag tucked to her side. Night shift cleaner, eyes rimmed with sleep. She's changing buses on her way home to Ajegunle. Rent is due soon. Her brother needs new textbooks. 1,000 naira sits in her purse, whispering for transport and bread. She watches the scene, the way Toby's shoulders stiffen to hide the shame. She knows that posture. She has won it. Baba Musa lowers his gaze. Small boy, no vex, na order I dey follow. Toby nods, blinking fast. Yes, sir. Amara steps closer to the gate, rain pricking her ankles. Joe, Oga, wetin happen? Baba Musa sighs. Fees matter. Him say Mama will come. Amara looks down the wet street. No parent in sight. Only a plain sedan, idling far away, windows fogged, engine low. A feeling she can't name brushes her skin. She kneels to Toby's height. What is your name? Toby Omotosho. Okay, Toby. You like school? Yes, auntie. Today is spelling bee practice. Something soft breaks open in Amara's chest. She stands, weighing time against conscience, coins against consequence. Lagos will not wait for her. HR will not care for stories. Thunder grumbles above the third mainland skyline. A downfall splashes past, spraying her hem. Amara closes her umbrella. Baba, abeg, give me 2 minutes, she says, voice steady now. She reaches into her purse, then hesitates. Because suddenly, somewhere down the street, a phone rings, and Toby's eyes flick toward that fogged sedan, as if he recognizes the sound. In Ajegule, morning starts before the sun. Generators cough, kettles hiss, and dreams count coins. Amara parts through the narrow corridor, sandals squeaking on wet concrete. The compound smells of wood smoke and fresh pepper. A radio preacher hums beneath the clatter of buckets. Her room is small but neat. Foam mattress, plastic fan, a bucket with Chinedu's uniform soaking, and a calendar with rent circled in red. She locks the door and exhales the night. The elevator floors, the bleach, the quiet of Victoria Island offices after midnight. Morning, sis, Chinedu says, head bent over physics notes. You never sleep, she teases. He grins. Waek no de pity person. Amara warms leftover stew, slices bread, sets the table. The phone buzzes. Landlord, good morning. Hope you have my balance by Friday. No story. She eyes the brown envelope under the fan. Rent money, wrapped with a tired rubber band. She counts it with her eyes, not her fingers. Still short. If anything shakes, everything shakes. Chinedu studies her face. No worry, I fit do small phone repairs after school. She nods, but the picture at the gate presses in. To be careful English. Today is spelling bee practice. Shame is a heavy backpack. She knows how it bites the shoulders. If you see person for road we need help, wetin you go do? She asks, rinsing 2 cups. It depends. Lagos get many stories. True. But sometimes na small things save person pride. They eat in quiet. A neighbor calls, Amara, abeg, you get matches. She passes one through the window. God bless you, comes back with smoke. Another buzz. BC from the front desk. Reminder, lateness again. HR go query. Amara types, no wala, then deletes it from words you can't afford to send. On the wall, the date doesn't blink. Friday still comes. The envelope waits like a question. Amara opens her tote, slides the envelope in, then stops. She lifts it out, hears rain, hears a child spelling a long word with brave lips. She ties her headscarf tight. Outside, Okada engine star. Inside, a line is forming. Keep the cash, save or risk it on compassion. Have you ever done that maths on an empty stomach? She reaches for her umbrella and opens the door. Some doors lead to work. This one might lead to trouble, and a church tomorrow or hope. Some kindness shouts, the kind that saves a child's pride, whispers. Amara turns back toward Surulere Community Primary, breath misting in the thin ring. By late morning, the puddle's thin, but the gate still smells of wet iron and chalk dust. Children chant times tables in a far classroom. She keeps her head down, umbrella closed, tote held tight like a secret. Inside the corridor, Auntie Kemi steps out of Primary 5 with a stack of marked scripts. Sister Amara, surprise softens her voice. You came back? Amara nods. Abeg, make we talk small. They slip toward the boss's window, glass smudged, a metal grill between need and permission. Madame Ronquet isn't there. A junior clerk taps a calculator, eyes drifting to the wall clock. Amara clears her throat. Good afternoon. I want settle arrears for one pikin. Name, Tobio Motoso, Primary 5. The clerk glances at the ledger. Balance for this term, 8,500. He says it like weather, not pain. Amara feels the weight of her purse. The rent envelope is inside, heavier with fear than with cash. She breathes. Abeg, collect them, but write receipt to guardian, no put my name. He raises his eyebrow. Madam? Please, na small thing, Ejo. Auntie Kemi touches the counter, speaking low. Make we respect her privacy. The child don't already suffer enough for get today. The clerk shrugs, pulls a receipt book. Ink scratches, amount, date, class. He stamps it twice. Payment will reflect for money registered tomorrow. System no fit update immediately. Tomorrow, Amara echoes, heartbeat hitching. Out by the road, a plain sedan idles. Same one from earlier? Windows lightly tinted, wipers brushing slow. The driver steps out to take a call. Voice low, careful Yoruba. Madam, Amapadania Gogo Mering. We will come back by 4. He says Madam with the kind of respect that sits upright. Amara slides the cash under the grill. The notes leave her fingers reluctantly, like birds you train to come home. The clerk counts twice, writes paid, guardian, across the ledger line. He passes the duplicate slip through the gap. For the boy, Amara says, pushing the paper back to Auntie Kemi. Not tell him who, just let him learn today in peace. Kemi's eyes shine. God bless the hand we give. Amara forces a small smile. If na your last card, you go still play 'em? She murmurs, half to Kemi, half to the people watching on their screens. Sometimes you choose between your landlord's envelope and a child's dignity. Which one would you pick? They walk back toward the corridor. From the gate, Baba Musa's silhouette tilts, searching. Amara stays in the shadow, content to be the wind that pushes a sail, not the flag that gets the praise. A ping on her phone. HR reminder. Shift starts 6 p.m. today. No excuses. Her stomach knots, but her feet feel lighter. Outside, the sedan's engine hums. The driver ends his call, opens a back door and waits, as if for someone who prefers to be unseen. Who exactly is coming back at 4, and why does a plain car carry the weight of quiet power? What happens when you bring proof and they still say no? By break time, the rain has thinned, but the blue gate still glistens. Toby stands with his backpack hugged to his chest. A paper plane drifts past from Primary 4, laughter following it like a kite tail. Baba Musa shifts on his stool, torn between order and pity. Madame Ronke returns with the ledger. She taps the cover against her palm. We checked. No payment yet. Please clear the gate. Auntie Kemi steps forward. Ma, here. She lifts the duplicate slip. Arrears settled. Guardian paid. Ronke squints at the stamp. Guardian? Which guardian? No name, no ID. Until the system updates, the policy stands. No fee, no entry. Murmurs ripple from parents at the kiosk. Na small boyo, this one too harsh. You can feel how rules can become a stick, not a shield. Toby stares at his shoes. Auntie, I can read from the window, he whispers. Kemi's jaw tightens. He belongs in class. The state even said children shouldn't be chased away because of levies. Then let the state pay on time, Ronke replies, voice cool but loud enough to count as a lesson. We must maintain standards. Across the road, a plain sedan idles again, wiper slow, engine soft. The driver pretends not to look, phone to ear. Madame, mo wanidit, he says, barely above the rain. Amara edges closer, hood up, trying to be air, not spotlight. She keeps her eyes on Kemi, not on Ronke. Eja, make the boy enter. The receipt day, una fit reconcile later. Ronke's gaze lands on Amara, then on her tote. And you are R? Just passing. Then pass. Kemi folds the slip carefully. Sir, she turns to Baba Musa, carry him to class. I will answer for it. Baba Musa hesitates, glances at Ronke, then at Toby. The boy's fingers whiten on the backpack straps. Ronke lifts the ledger like a barrier. Don't try me today. A hush falls. Even the paper plane gives up and sinks in a bottle. Mr. Coyote steps to the porch, tie loosened, eyes tired. He hears enough to understand and not enough to be brave. Let us follow process, he says, the safest sentence in Lagos. Kemi exhales, holds Toby's hand anyway. For a second, the gate feels like a courtroom, and compassion is on trial. Amara checks the time. 2 missed calls from work. She is already late. From the road, a horn taps twice, polite but firm. The sedan door opens. A slim figure steps out, umbrella tilted, face hidden. Baba Musa rises, unsure whether to salute or block the way. Amara holds her breath and waits. Have you ever been punished for doing the right thing at the wrong time? In Victoria Island, clocks are strict and stories don't count. Echo Meridian Tower hums under cool air and glass. Amara rushes in, hair damp, pushing a cart. The access reader blinks red before turning green. Timestamp 1907. Late. Amara, HR's Uche calls from the lobby desk. Office, now. She stands at attention, gloves in one hand. Uche taps a form. 3rd lateness this month. Policy is policy. We deduct 1 day's pay. Next time, query and suspension. His tone is flat, practiced. I'm sorry. It was, I don't need the novel, he cuts in. We all have Lagos. Sign. Her pen shakes. She signs. Somewhere inside, something unclenches and then tightens again. Doing good is easy. Paying for it is the hard part. At reception, BC leans over with bright eyes. Si gisto, Management say landlord inspection next week, Wednesday, 10 a.m. Cleaners must be invisible. Them said the owner hates noise. Owner? Amara asks, loading fresh towels. Bisi lowers her voice. New landlord, very coded. People they call her Madam Landlord. Some say she owns a foundation too. Me, I don't know. Just shine your shoe. The memos confirm it. All clutter removed, lobby mirrors spotless, staff on standby. The words sit like weights on Amara's chest. If she slips again, there may be no job to save. Her phone vibrates. A message from Auntie Kemi. We try again tomorrow. I go fight for Toby to sit. God no sleep. Amara closes her eyes. Relief is small, but real. Uche walks past with a stack of files. Night team, remember, no chatting, no delays. Visitors touring after hours. Visitors? Bisi whispers. Landlord's people, he says. Amara pushes her cart onto the marble. Lemon scent trails behind her. She scrubs, rinses, wipes. She tells herself to keep her head down, to let tomorrow carry its own wala. The revolving doors sigh. Security straightens. 2 men in navy suits enter, followed by a woman in simple Ankara. No loud jewelry, no noise. The building manager hurries forward, smiling too wide. Good evening, ma. Welcome to Echo Meridian. Amara looks up. Her mop stops mid-swipe. The woman's face is calm, unreadable, the kind that carries quiet authority. For a heartbeat, the lobby holds its breath, like Lagos before rain. Amara feels tomorrow shifting toward her. Some people enter a room quietly, and the whole room listens. The woman in simple Ankara doesn't flash a title, but the building manager straightens his tie. Good evening, ma, he says. Mrs. Adeyemi, this way. She nods, small smile. No entourage noise, just 2 aides and a tablet. Her eyes sweep the lobby, noticing smudges no one else sees. When Amara's mop slips, the woman bends first, lifts the handle and hands it back. Eshe, Amara says, tattooed. Thank you, she replies. You keep this place shining. Bisi stares like she's watching season finale gist. The manager whispers to a vendor. Fiber upgrade overnight. Tenants complain about dead zones. The woman tilts her head. Which floors feel it most? Amara answers before she can stop herself. B wing, 3rd floor. After 1 a.m., network they drag. Those eyes land on her. Warm, curious. Noted. They walk toward the elevators. The metal doors reflect the 3 of them. Power, protocol, and the person who cleans after both. By the directory board, the woman pauses. We run a program. Books and broadband. Public schools get library refresh, Wi-Fi and teacher training. We're visiting Surulere soon. Amara's heart tugs. Public school needs it, ma. Children they try, but small things hold them. Do you have children there? Amara shakes her head. But I know one boy who loves words. She keeps Toby's name in her mouth like a prayer she doesn't want to misuse. The phone in the woman's hand buzzes. She turns slightly. Hello, Tunde. Yes, keep it low profile. We'll pass through Larry around 4 tomorrow. No siren. Edakun. She ends the call, meets Amara's eyes again. What's your name? Amara. Amara, thank you for your work. First impressions begin on clean floors. People think they are walking into offices. Most times they are walking into someone's care. Amara nods, throat tight. Na small thing. The building manager gestures. Ma, the IT team is ready. Let's not keep them. Then to Amara, softer. If anyone gives you trouble for doing the right thing, tell them the landlord likes clean hearts too. The elevator opens, cool air breathing out. She steps in. For a moment, she looks back, as if she recognized something she can't please. The doors close. Bisi exhales. Who be that? Vibe not be ordinary visitor. Amara watches the gleaming elevator numbers climb. Surulere, 4 o'clock. A plane set down with quiet power. Sometimes the people who move softly move everything. And somewhere in Amara's memory, rain taps a gate, a boy hugs his bag, and a promise starts to breathe. Bisi nudges her, whispering, You sabi am? Amara's palms won't stay dry. 4 o'clock keeps echoing like destiny. Give a child a seat today, and he might take the stage tomorrow. Morning breaks clear over Surulere. The puddles have shrunk into bright mirrors. At the office window, The junior clerk flips the ledger, stamps a line and nods. Paid. Guardian, he says. Auntie Kemi exhales like a held drumbeat released. Toby, enter class, she calls. He slips past the gate, eyes wide, back straight, as if the uniform just grew wings. Baba Musa grins. No be small thing. Go show them. By 9, the spelling lists are chalked on the board. Tryouts will decide who represents Primary 5. Desks grip. Children clap for one another. Some shy, some showy. Kemi splits them into groups, voice gentle but firm. Pronounce. Listen. Spell. Breathe. Toby keeps his hands folded on his desk, lips moving faintly as he tests letters in his head. When his turn comes, he stands, palms damp, but his voice is steady. Perseverance. He spells it clean, sees Kemi's smile. Hears that tiny gasp one hears when a room realizes someone is ready. The next word lands. Anonymous. He grins at the irony, then threads the letters like beads. One more. Possibility. He looks out the window for courage, then brings the future back into the room, letter by letter. Classmates clap. A boy behind whispers, Omo, you sure? Toby flushes, sits, and the paper in front of him stops trembling. Kemi notes scores, hiding her own tears. She knows what price almost kept this voice outside. She pauses the session, draws 3 deep breaths with the class. Your brain needs air, she says. Let it fly. During break, Toby writes a note on a clean page torn from his exercise book. Each word is careful. To the auntie that helped me, I don't know your name. God will help you too. I will read well so I don't waste your money. Thank you. He folds it small. He walks to the staff room door, unsure where to put it. Kemi meets him there. For me, she asks. For the auntie, he says. Please give her if you see her. Kemi nods, moved. She tucks the note into a slim folder close to her heart. Eat, Toby. Your brain needs food. Good news travels fast in Lagos, but who gets the credit when it arrives? By afternoon, the Surulere parents group is humming. Forwarded messages pile up like damfos at Ojuelegba. PTA rep says, please parents, tomorrow school will host an NGO outreach. Arrange white socks, neat hair. Another voice note they say, big people they come, no lateness. In the staff room, Madame Ronke smooths her blouse and marks a paper with firm strokes. We will hold assembly at 3:45. Pupils must thank our partners properly, she says, gaze sweeping the room. I'll handle protocol. Auntie Kemi exchanges a glance with Mr. Kayode, and the anonymous helper, she asks, tapping the slim folder that holds Toby's note. We don't encourage sideshows. Everything should pass through the office, Ronke replies. Mr. Kayode clears his throat. Let us focus on gratitude and order, please. Kemi presses her lips together. Gratitude is easy when it shines on the right faces, but who decides which faces? In the corridor, a small crowd of mothers gathers near the notice board. The flyer says, Books and Broadband Echo Learn Foundation. One whisper rises above the rest. Is it true the founder is coming herself? Another voice answers, nobody no face so, just prepare. Baba Musa reads the flyer twice, proud as if it were his own child. Tomorrow go sweet though, but make rain no fall. At the Bersa window, the junior clerk asks, Madam, should we announce that all children enter, even those owing, for tomorrow? Ronke hesitates. Power loves a gate. Let's keep policy. If they pay tonight, fine. If not, we'll sit them at the back. Kemi breathes in slow. Children are not furniture, she says under her breath. She writes a list of pupils who need uniforms mended and books replaced, planning to fix what she can before morning. A message pings on her phone. Volunteers needed to arrange library by 2 p.m. Out on Ogunlana Drive, traffic leans into evening. A plain sedan slides past and doesn't stop. Amara's name appears on Kemi's screen, then disappears. She types, deletes, types again. Are you coming tomorrow? A long minute passes. 3 dots blink, then vanish. Some doors open with keys, others wait for courage. If the right person walks in at 4, Whose story will be told on that microphone, and whose will be swallowed up? Tomorrow will test pride, policy, and kindness. 2 clocks start ticking at once, one for survival, one for conscience. Which one would you follow if both ring at 4 p.m.? Morning light bleaches the dust on Victoria Island. A new memo lands on every cleaner's phone before breakfast. HR Uche, attention, special walkthrough today. All night staff report by 3 p.m. sharp. Landlord may pass by 4:30. No excuses. BC forwards it with 3 wide-eyed emojis. Abeg no late oh. Amara stares at the screen, thumb hovering. She counts transport money twice, then opens a second message, this one from Auntie Kemi. Kemi say, library set up today. Volunteers by 2 p.m. Books and broadband arrives around 4. If you can come, we need hands. 2 routes form in Amara's mind like bus conductors shouting at a junction. CMS, CMS, VI straight. Ojuelegba, Stadium, Surulere. Rent is due Friday. Last night's deduction still stings. One more misstep and HR will turn a form into a weapon. In the lobby, Uche aces with a clipboard. Amara, confirm you'll be here by 3. She swallows. Yes, sir. Good. No stories today. She nods, then texts Chinedu. You fit handle dinner? He replies in a blink. A day for you. Go where your heart no go regret. On Ogulana Drive, Kemi stacks donated readers on a shaky shelf, checking her phone between breaths. She types again. Even 1 hour will help. Amara slips her apron into her tote and steps into the noon heat. BRT buses exhale. Downfall conductors beckon with the urgency of gospel. A hawker brushes past. Sister, pure water. No thank you. She looks left towards CMS, right towards Ojuelegba. The city waits, pretending not to judge. Above, clouds gather like elders deciding a case. Her phone buzzes, BC again. Omo, gist be say, the madam wey came last night fit be the landlord herself. Manager say we must shine die. I dey beg you, no do strong hair though. Another buzz. Kemi, the boys are lifting tables. If Toby sees you, it go ginger him. For a second, Amara closes her eyes. She hears a boy spell possibility, hears Uche say policy, hears her own mother's voice from long ago. Do right and see what happens. She opens her eyes at the conductor shout. Lassie to Surulere. Across the road, another conductor slaps the door. VI straight, last chance oh. Amara checks the time. 1:47 p.m. She grips her tote, steps toward the doors, and the engine coughs to life. Where she sits when the clock hits 4 will change everything. Behind her, Uche's name flashes on the screen, calling. Ahead, Kemi's last text arrives. Whatever you choose, make it with peace. The driver leans on the horn, the door slides, Lagos inhales, Amara steps. 4 o'clock in Lagos doesn't creep. It announces itself. BRT buses exhale as CMS. On 3rd Mainland Bridge, sunlight flashes on water like a promise you can't quite catch. Hawkers lift chilled drinks, calling pure water, gala, as danfos argue for space with their horns. A woman in a blue headscarf grips a tote on a bus, eyes on her phone clock. Another bus turns off towards Bonny Camp. Somewhere else, a BRT sways towards Ojuelegba. If you had a promise to keep and a job on the line, which seat would you pick? At Surulere Community Primary, Auntie Kemi stacks readers in the library, aligning spines like soldiers. She checks the wall clock, then her phone, then the doorway. Oh yeah, careful with those chairs, she tells 2 boys. No drag, lift. She slides Toby's folded note deeper into her slim folder, close enough to touch. On the field, Mr. Kayode tests the microphone. Testing, 1, 2. It squeals, then settles. He wipes his brow with a handkerchief. Madame Ronke lines pupils by height, eyes sweeping for crooked socks and untucked shirts. Shirt in, hands behind, smile when you clap, she says. Power loves a tidy picture. Toby traces the letters on his pencil case, silent rehearsal on his lips. He looks towards the gate and feels his heartbeat answer a drum he can't hear yet. In Victoria Island, Echo Meridian's lobby gleams. Uche checks his watch, checks his list, checks his watch again. Team, positions, he mutters. BC peers at the doors, whispering, "Where Amara dey?" The air smells of lemon and plants. Back in Surulere, Baba Musa stands, adjusts his cap, and wipes rain spots off the blue iron bars. He hears engines before he sees cars. Not the noisy sirens of politicians, just a soft hum that means business. Two white vans roll up, modest logos, Echo Land Foundation. Behind them, a plain sedan takes the middle, steady and calm. The driver speaks into a hands-free set in Yoruba. "Madam, Atide, we have arrived." Mothers press to the fence, phones rising like sunflowers. A ripple moves through the pupils, excitement, nerves, curiosity. Even Madame Ronke's voice drops half a tone, the way people lower their volume when power steps close. Kenny breathes in, breathes out. She whispers a small prayer you could fit in your palm. "Let this be for the children." Engines cut, doors click. For a second, Surulere goes quiet enough to hear a paper page turn. The driver of the sedan steps out first, circles to the rear passenger side, and reaches for the handle. Baba Musa straightens so fast his stool tips. The gate creaks. Tobi forgets to breathe. The handle lifts. The door opens a few inches. A shape moves inside, umbrella ready. The city holding its breath. Who will step out, and what will their face change when it meets this gate? The door swings wider, and a woman in simple Ankara steps out, umbrella tilted against the last drizzle. No siren, no drama, just calm. The driver bows, the gate exhales. For one beat, the school forgets to breathe, then Tobi sees her face. "Mommy!" He breaks from the line and runs. Gasps ripple like wind through raffia. Some parents lift phones, others lower their eyes, suddenly shy. The woman drops to one knee, gathers him close, presses his head to her shoulder. "Eka son, my son. Eka son. Muwani bi." He nods into her cloth, laughing and crying at once. Auntie Kemi's hand covers her mouth. Baba Musa blinks fast. Even Madame Ronke's practice smell falters. The woman rises, smoothing Tobi's collar. She turns to the staff with a small bow. "Good afternoon. Thank you for welcoming us. Please, let today be about the children. No noise." Mr. Kayode steps forward. "You are welcome, ma." Her eyes find Kemi's. "I heard there was an issue at the gate." Kemi swallows. "There was, ma, but someone cleared the fees. Quietly." The woman tilts her head. "Who?" "An unpaid. She asked to remain unknown." The woman's voice stays soft, but the request lands like a bell. "Please, help me find her. Today, I want to greet her with two hands and say Eshe." Ronke tries to step into the space. "We enforce standards, ma. Receipts sometimes delay. We'll manage it internally." The woman nods, eyes kind and steady. Standards should not break a child's heart. "We will talk after assembly." She turns back to Tobi. "Did you say thank you?" He pulls a folded paper from his pocket. "I wrote it." Kemi passes the slim folder. The woman reads the short note, breath catching in the middle. She holds it to her chest for a second, then looks up. "Please," she says to Kayode and Kemi, "quietly ask around. No spotlight. Just bring her to me." Kemi's fingers tremble as she types a message. "Please come if you can. She wants to meet you. Now." The text flies into the Lagos air. On Ogunlana Drive, a bus hisses to a stop. A woman in a blue headscarf stands, clutching a tote. Her phone vibrates. She hesitates, then unlocks the screen. Will she step down here or somewhere else? The school waits. Some choices are small. Their echoes travel very far.
A bus sighs at Ogunlana Drive, and Amara steps down, blue headscarf catching a faint breeze. Her shoe kisses a shallow puddle. She tucks her tote close and walks toward the blue gate, heartbeat steadying with each breath. Baba Musa sees her first. His chin lifts, Auntie, he murmurs, half smile, half salute. Auntie Kemi meets her in the corridor, eyes bright with relief. You came. Amara nods. If a child waits, person not suppose delay. They move together toward the field. The assembly hum softens into curiosity. Parents angle phones, unsure what they are about to capture. Toby turns, face flowering into recognition and gratitude he doesn't have words for yet. Fadeke stands beneath a modest canopy, Toby's hand in hers. When Amara stops a few steps away, Kemi's voice is small but clear. Ma, this is the auntie. For a heartbeat, time balances on a pin. Fadeke offers both hands. Eshe, my sister, thank you. Amara bows her head. I no do big thing. I beg make it remain quiet. Fadeke studies her face, something flickering into place. She says, we have met. Echo Meridian, last night. Mama's ripple like wind in raffia. Ronke's eyes widen. Keode blinks. Amara's breath catches. Yes, ma, I clean there. Fadeke's smile warms, then turns private. Then we'll speak again at the tower. Not here. I prefer quiet thank yous to loud noise. She turns slightly to shield her from the closest phones. Please, she tells a staffer, no cameras for this part. The driver steps forward, offers a small card. Madame say make we get your number. Amara hesitates, then whispers it. Kemi squeezes her elbow, pride behind her careful composure. Toby steps closer, voice barely above a breath. Auntie, thank you. I will not waste it. Amara crouches to his height. Just read well. Make your tomorrow proud of today. Around them, the field holds its breath. Then the whispers begin their gentle storm. So na the auntie, she sabi the landlord. Which tower? Questions chase one another and dissolve when Fadeke lifts a hand for quiet. Let us return to the children. We'll finish our talk later. Ronke swallows, the ledger suddenly heavy in her arms. Keode nods at Kemi, something like apology forming. Fadeke tucks Toby's note into her bag and looks once more at Amara. Thank you again. We'll see after the walkthrough. Amara exhales. In the corner of her phone, a missed call from Uche blinks. Somewhere across the city, glass and steel wait. When the landlord and the cleaner meet there, who will rewrite the rules? Tonight, Lagos will hear a different kind of yes. The microphone squeal fades and the field settles. Fadeke steps forward with Toby beside her and a quiet smile. A car sans parents, teachers, and our children, she says. Today is about books and broadband, but first it is about dignity. A hush travels to the back row. From today, no child will be turned away at this gate because of fees. If a child arrives ready to learn, this gate will open. We will sort money between adults, never on a child's head. Mothers clap, a few fathers nod, some wiping their faces like dust suddenly moved them. A Kolan will clear outstanding arrears for pupils on the current list, she continues. We will also seed a hardship fund with the PTA, so when life shakes a family, a child's seat remains firm. Anonymous help is welcome. The aim is learning, not loudness. She turns to the staff. Bursary and records training starts next week. Receipts must reconcile same day. Write guardian when needed. Do not punish discretion. We'll digitize the ledger and open a simple USSD line for parents who pay from phones. A murmur of relief passes over the crowd. You can feel the tension unclench like a tight shoe finally loosened. 2 more things, she says. A feedback box and hotline will sit by the office, and a parents' rep will join the finance committee. Sunlight helps everyone behave. She faces the children. You belong here. Read well. Raise your hands. Your future no get shame. Then, gently to Madame Ronke, please, ma'am. Ronke steps forward, ledger heavy in her arms.
Her voice is low. Children, parents, forgive me. I was wrong to hold the gate on a boy who came to learn. She turns to Toby, Emma Binu. Fadeke nods. Thank you. Madam will proceed on leave to complete training. Mr. Kayode will supervise changes immediately. Auntie Kemi, thank you for standing in the gap. She leaves a certificate. Teacher champion, books and broadband. Kemi's eyes shine. The children clap like rain. Baba Musa wipes his face with his sleeve. Na better day, he whispers. Parents gather briefly, offering small notes for the new fund. Someone presses a coin into Toby's palm. He passes it to the box. Fadeke steps down, leans to Amara. We'll speak at the tower, quietly. Amara nods. Her phone buzzes. Uche, where are you? Walk through in 30. Bisi, abeg call me to read on land. The gate swings open. Children pour out, and Lagos finds its pace again. When the same voice that changed this blue gate enters a glass lobby, what will policy sound like? The answer is waiting in Victoria Island.
An elevator dings and a glass lobby holds its breath. Have you ever watched the room change because one person decided to do the right thing? Fadike steps out with 2 aides. No noise, no drama. The building manager gathers the department heads. Uche clutches a clipboard. Bisi peeks over the front desk, eyes bright. Cleaners form a quiet line, hands behind their backs. Good afternoon, team, Fadeke says. First, thank you. This building is clean. People feel safe when places are cared for. She turns to Amara. Amara, abeg, come forward. Amara steps out, palms damp. Her mop is still by the pillar, lemon scent rising. Yesterday you were late. Today, I want us to add context. You used your own money to keep a child in class. You asked for no credit. That kind of heart builds a city. She looks at Uche. Reverse her deduction. Add a commendation to her file. Policy should protect people, not punish mercy. Uche swallows. Yes, ma. I'm sorry, Amara. He means it. You can hear it in the way his voice lands softer than usual. Next, Fadike says, we'll run a short training, policy with people. If staff render urgent community help, they must inform a supervisor, and managers must listen, document, not dismiss. No be everything we go treat like offense. Bisi whispers, Chai, see senso, and wipes one eye with the back of her hand. Fadiki turns back to Amara. 2 small gifts, a grant for your tailoring dream, course fees at Yabatek's fashion program, plus a starter sewing machine delivered to your home, and a scholarship for your brother, Chinedu. School fees till graduation, and JAM registration when the time comes. Amara covers her mouth. Ma, eshe, na God. Use it well, Fadike says. Tomorrow, send me your preferred course dates. No rush, move with peace. Applause starts shy, then fills the lobby. Even the security guard smiles like the glass just got clearer. The elevator dings again, but no one moves. Later, in Ajegunle, smoke plumes rise. A pot of jollof sings on a charcoal stove. Neighbors carry plastic chairs into the corridor. A small truck parks outside. 2 men unload a neat silver sewing machine. Chunedu reads a printed letter twice, voice shaking. Scholarship confirmed. He hugs his sister. You too much. Baba Ibeji from next door lifts a spoon. Amara, abeg, add small meat for me. Laughter washes the compound clean. A message buzzes on Amara's phone. It is a voice note from Toby. Auntie, I'm in the team. I will represent Primary 5. Thank you. The generator hums. Children chase each other with plastic cups. Someone starts a chorus. Kindness no dey loud, but it dey last. If you had to choose between rules and a child's tomorrow, what would you pick? Should offices punish late time when the reason is mercy? If you believe school gates should open for learning, type kindness in the comments and tell us what you would change in your own street.
And if you like true Lego stories where small choices move big doors, stay with us. Next time, a keke driver finds a lost briefcase and the owner is not who you think.